May 1st, 2022. Halfcast 290, episode 290. Let's go. Of course, I have a few things to share with you guys. An evening of reflection. Shall we? Teen arrested after mom reports seeing him carry gun into school. It's not easy to do the right thing, especially when your child or another loved one is involved. But at least this concerned mother was not going to turn a blind eye to wait and see what could possibly happen. A teenager was arrested Friday morning after his own mother reported him for seemingly attempting to take a gun to school. Police in Lubbock, Texas confirmed the incident to local news station Everything Lubbock, reporting that the mother had been dropping her 15-year-old son off at O.L. Slayton Middle School around 9 a.m. At this time, police said she then noticed their son was carrying a firearm with them and reported him to law enforcement. So, as we've seen with the Oxford shooting, the school shooting that happened in Michigan not too long ago, that when they looked at the parents were not only negligent, they were borderline complicit in the shooting. So, as a parent, turning a blind eye has just as much consequences. In response, the middle school was temporarily put into lockdown while several police agencies responded to the scene. The boy at one point attempted to flee the scene, get your ass over here, but was later apprehended by officers with the Lubbock County Sheriff's Department and the South Plains Auto Theft Task Force. Notifying the authorities and giving them a proper heads up to what they were potentially dealing with could have saved their son's life, because if this turned into an active shooter situation, they would have been looking to put him down. The juvenile never made it inside the building, and no threat was made to the school or anyone inside the school. A statement from the Lubbock Police Department read, according to Everything Lubbock, the juvenile was located in the 3300 block of Avenue P just before 10 a.m. and was taken into custody. The boy, whose name has not been publicly disclosed due to his status as a minor, was booked at the Lubbock County Juvenile Justice Center. He currently faces a third-degree felony charge of place weapon prohibited. We don't know what this child's intentions were bringing a firearm to school. We don't know what his reasons were for bringing a firearm to school. But at least now, before this turned into an active shooter situation and it escalated, we have a chance to sit down and ask him, is there something going on within the school that needs to be addressed as part of a bigger issue? Or he might just need individual therapy. He might just need individual help. We want to reiterate, no threat was made to O.L. Slayton or anyone inside the building. The police department statement continued, according to Everything Lubbock. The school was placed on a lockout for a total of 8 minutes. Any additional information about the lockout will need to be directed to Lubbock ISD. McDonald shootout sees Florida woman exchange fire with deputies. And they're talking about bringing back the snack wrap. A Florida woman exchanged gunfire with police Saturday night at a McDonald's in Orlando after officers received reports of an armed robbery. The Orange County Sheriff's Office said in a statement that a woman in her 30s fired a gun inside the fast food restaurant after making unspecified threats. Local news station WFLA reported, luckily the employees and customers managed to escape uninjured. Has McDonald's become the new face of fast food violence? French fry fracases, McFlurry mayhem, drive-through disturbances. When police arrived, the unidentified woman began firing at three deputies. Take that, take that, take that, from inside the restaurant, which prompted them to fire back at her. The sheriff's office said no one was harmed during the shootout. For more than 6 hours, the woman and the officers were part of a standoff as police tried to convince her to surrender. 6 hours is a whole new shift change. How do you tell the lady you wish her the best with her standoff, but you gotta go home? According to Click Orlando, negotiators spoke to her through a loudspeaker and told her, "Come out with your hands up and bring me an apple pie. No, answer your phone. We want to know if you're okay." She was eventually taken into custody early Sunday morning after she left the restaurant, according to WFLA. Meanwhile, the deputies that were involved in the shooting were placed on paid temporary administrative leave. Man breaks up fight on bus, is charged with murder when person dies. California cops say the fusion of responsibility occurs when people who need to make a decision wait for someone else to act instead. The more people involved, the more likely it is that each person will do nothing, believing someone else from the group will probably respond. The fusion of responsibility make people feel less pressure to act because they believe correctly or incorrectly that someone else will do so. And when we don't feel responsible for a situation, we feel less guilty when we do nothing to help. A 55-year-old man faces a charge of murder after he broke up a fight on a San Diego bus, leaving one man dead. California police told news outlets he broke the mold of sociopsychology, if that's a word. And this is where it got him. The passenger intervened in an altercation between a 28-year-old man and a woman about 8 p.m. Saturday, April 30th, police told KFMB. He restrained the man for several minutes. Police told KGTV the 28-year-old fell unconscious and went into medical distress. How was he supposed to know a man half his age didn't eat his Wheaties that morning? Come on, I'm just trying to do the right thing here. Police summoned by the San Diego Metropolitan Transit System found the 28-year-old on the floor of the bus and could not revive him. Officers told KNSD he died at a hospital. The 55-year-old man was arrested Sunday, May 1st, on suspicion of murder, KFMB reported. So finally, we see a glimmer of hope and humanity, and just like that, the legal system snuffs it out. Jesus. A Maryland construction worker who decided to skip work won $100,000 after randomly buying scratch off tickets at a convenience store. You know, the guy that locks himself in a porta potty for 3 hours out of every shift. A 58-year-old Maryland man who skipped a day of work last month, Ferris Bueller, baby, won a $100,000 lottery prize after randomly buying scratch off tickets at a convenience store. The unidentified man who works at a construction site realized he didn't need to go to work and decided to take a day off, according to a Tuesday news release from Maryland lottery officials. He made a stop at a convenience store in Tacoma Park when he bought 3 Power 10s tickets as well as other scratch off games, which he decided to play inside the store, officials said. There is not too many people more annoying than those lottery junkies who want to scratch their tickets off right around the register. While playing one of the $10 games, he noticed the number 10 appeared on every line, so he won whatever prize was shown next to the 10. The news release said the lucky father of three daughters revealed $1,000 and $10,000 prizes down the line, equaling a total of $100,000. Whoa! After realizing he won, he went to tell the news about his winning to his family, who were so happy for him. Per the news, so happy for him in quotes, per the news release. He was able to obtain his prize a few days later in Baltimore. According to the news release, the winner has plans to go on vacation and take care of his loved ones with his newfound fortune. Nowhere does it say anything about him going back to work. Fun show. Fun show. Fun show. That being said, I'm going to wrap this one up, but I'll be sure to talk to you guys very, very soon. Adios.